returns this to the 22. First and 10, it's Levis. Completes this to Colton Dowell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Levis throwing again on second down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Pollard. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 42 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. And it all starts up front in the trenches. I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And there They're indeed going. It's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. It'll be a... Here at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Nashville. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Levis to throw off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Able to find Dowell. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Here we go, 4th down. Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. That time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And Levis going back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4th down, Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll throw it again with Levis. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, it's Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Moore, the motion man. A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Levis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Here is 3rd down and 4. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. More the motion man. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Second and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Levis sets up to throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Levis. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
On for the extra point is Folk. And it is now 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And now Watson throws another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Chubb will get the call running left. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Mike 17. Yeah. Mike 24. Mike 17. Mike 17.
To throw is Watson. The short one there caught. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And some room to work. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Room here to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
They go up the middle with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Levis looking to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Mike 17. Let's go, D. 17's Mike.
On first down, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 48 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Second down, here's Levis. Forced out to his left. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run it.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore.
71 yards.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip left.
Here's Levis. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Levis on 3rd down. Now Cockrell holds it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Levis. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58. Come on. Coming in.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Levis now off of play action. He'll get that complete to Dow. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Flush to his right. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Levis got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. First run now for Kyron Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. On first down, Levis. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Levis now on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. He's into the secondary. And all the way down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Levis. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll try to run with Pollard. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard from a yard out. And the Titans are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Smith now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
An audible here to get a new look.
On 4th down, Stafford.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Completes this to Colton Dowell.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Levis now on 2nd down.
He sets to fire deep.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third and 2. Here's Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And finally taken down at the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's got it. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Breaks through the contact.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And his throw is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Stafford now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Levis looking to throw. Slant pass to Boyd.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Levis back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a first down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A.
Cooper Kupp
as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Levis to throw off play action. Got his man, Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Levis. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion left goes Boyd. First and 10, it's Levis. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Levis. He completes it to Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Here's Levis. Dancing to his left. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No.
That's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Levis now off of play action. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
2nd down and 8. And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back now in Los Angeles. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with